Hello and welcome to episode 6 of my Master Duel Masochist series. So diving right back in, you'll see at the top left there that we are at Gold 5 this week. Let's real quick take a look at the deck we're working with. Obviously not much change since the end of the last episode, but just as a refresher, we are still working with our sort of Fiend package. We've got our 2 punks in the main deck. We've got a whole bunch of different trap monsters that we're working with to hopefully profit off of the pop from Anguish Pattern. And we got a bunch of really great generic extra deck stuff, and that's really what's carrying us at the moment. I think the main thing that I'm looking for at this point is more main deck staples, main deck removal, main deck special summons. Our extra deck is crazy, but our main deck just does not get us into it fast enough. So one last thing to get into before we go to the duels is the bounty for the week. So again, these are strategies where if we beat them, we get an additional master pack. So 2 master packs instead of 1. Every week we change up which decks we are looking to beat. The bounty for this week is Zombie World strategies and Blue Eyes White Dragon. So far we haven't been able to profit off of the bounty system. Either we lose the matches as per usual, or we just don't run into the strategies. That's why we're keeping with strategies that we tend to see in low ranks, but I'm hoping we can see it today and, make more progress on this deck. See you in the duels. All right, Gold 5, starting out the day. Let's see what we can do. All right, we have won the coin toss, and if you'll take a look at the duel field, we have upgraded our aesthetics as of last duel. Not much to it here, but the usual for us. Setting a bunch of cards and hoping for the best. Our opponent is on 40 cards in the main, 15 in the extra deck. They've got the Blue Eyes field, so maybe we'll get to do the bounty system. Oh no. Oh boy. Tearlament Scream. In a previous episode, they had a second Scream in hand. Let's see if it goes better this time. They discarded Tearlament's Grief, so they did have the spell in hand. Mudora, okay. Battle phase. Do I care about this? Why not? If we get a tuner next turn, I want to have that. Plus we have an actually decent send for punishment. Oh, okay, or they're gonna banish, I guess. Why not? If they want to waste their shuffler, that is a-okay with me. Let's save our Statue of Anguish pattern. If we can beat Tearlament, that would be straight up hilarious. Let's go Nessie. Alright, Nessie send. We do get the search because we're running Dogman. Yeah, let's flip this up. Get the extra card in hand. Oh, they thought I was on a good deck. They Dang, maybe I should have made Tearlament the bounty this week. I had no idea we could do all that. Okay. Alright, so we didn't get any legacy packs, which I feel like is kind of a ripoff after beating literally Tearlament. But here we go with the Master Pack. Let's just do all 8. Megalith Full, Goblin Biker, and Batteryman 9-volt. Just taking a look around. Super Rush Recklessly. If we get enough beasts, I guess that's fine. Nothing we can use at the moment. All right, let's just hop back into the duels. Okay, our opponent is on 60 cards in the main deck. They have won the coin toss and opted to go first. I guess we can always hope for a brick with these 60 card piles. Alright, Ghost Trick Museum. And a set monster. Quite possibly a Ghost Trick. Alright, let's see what we can do. Let's normal summon our Witch. They have something. Let's go for Dogman. You know, I gotta say in this deck, it's almost just better getting the draw off of the dangers more than anything else. Ghost Trick go around once per turn during the battle phase. Target it face down, change it to face up attack position. Are they using the effect or just... Okay. That's fine. This does lock us into Fiends. I just feel like we need to end this as quickly as possible. Alright, and they're going to flip up their monster. Let's get our search. What do we want here? Let's go DD Warrior. I just like having the removal. Get in for some damage. We do have our trap monster if they try to attack us. Okay, a second set. So they're gonna banish another card face down. Let's go ahead and do our Tiki Curse. Main phase 2. Going back to face down defense position. Alright, well, let's start getting some things going here. Ghost Trick Knight. Alright. What do we go into here? I guess we just start linking. They can't book my Little Knight. Alright. Try to get in with DD Warrior. And they'll flip one up. Let's go ahead and banish this one. Get in with Little Knight. Main 2, we set yet another trap monster. Alright, Ghost Trick Witch. Sure thing. I guess they're gonna try to do the attack boost. Okay, and I will go ahead and get off the field. Let's see if they go to the battle phase. Yep. So let's go ahead and get our trap monster once again. It is kind of funny that the trap monsters are kind of countering their plan as far as attacking directly anyway. And end phase, I guess they want to keep a Ghost Trick face up to prevent us from flip summoning. Fair enough. Alright, let's normal summon. Question is it worth it to link summon? I think we probably just get in for damage here. They could have one of the hand traps, and that's fine. Going in with Clavicus. Can we clear the field? Okay, they are going to flip our Clavicus down. Let's go main 2. Flip up Dogman. I think we're okay for now. I kind of want to keep as many monsters on board as possible, just to try and have enough damage next turn. Alright, Ghost Lancer, the free special summon for zombies. And a set card. They are going to get to hit over Little Knight here, but we can bring it back with Elf. Alright, taking their, I assume, a Ghost Trick and flipping it face up. I'm going to go ahead and get Little Knight off the field. They really should have run in with the level 5 first. So Jiangxi is going to add a Ghost Trick monster, adding Jack Frost. So they're going to be able to book anything that tries to attack directly, and changing it face down. So now we can flip up our monsters. Alright, let's bring back the Little Knight. Ooh, this is funny. With our level 3 tuner, we can get into our 7 that stops monster effects during the battle phase. Alright, so let's see, does Jack Frost... It does not target, fair enough. Or do we start blowing things up? You know, I like that better. Time to start blowing up things I don't want to deal with. We could bring back a level 2. Might as well, I guess. We know what they have in hand. Okay, battle phase. We walk over this thing. We get booked, but we're gonna get in directly. Is that game? It is. Okay. Alright, we have beaten the 60 card Ghost Trick pile. Okay, starting off with our 2 legacy packs. Induced Explosion and Gen X Gaia. When a card is destroyed by spell effect, already 2 conditional. We go next. Puppet Pawn and a random fusion. Okay. Alright, here's the Master Pack. All 8. Magic Key unlocking, very funny since we have Clavicus. Ghost Trick Knight, funny considering the deck we just beat. What else? Wind support, that's not terrible if we ever get on a predominantly wind-based strategy. Shellion. And the Trumpeter if we ever get on super heavies. That is, you know, not terrible there. Really nothing we can add right now, however. Okay, we've won the coin toss. We're going first. So we do the usual rigmarole of setting a whole bunch of cards, including Clavicus, because he's got a pretty good defense stat, and we pass back. You know what's crazy is I got this giant sprite sleeve, sorry, gigantic sprite. Got the cool link field, and I totally forgot that there's a sprite blue mate. I need to get the sprite blue mate just to beckon the boy to come home. Machine Angel Ritual. What is this? Is this 60 card, 8 in the extra? Is this a legit Cyber Angel? Cyber Angel Izana. I never see these cards. I only see, you know, the one searcher in Drytron. We are going to be forced to send a spell trap to the graveyard. That is absolutely fine. Goodbye, Machine King. Now, if they do try... Whoop, hello? A set? And another set? Okay. They have no ritual monsters in the graveyard. I guess they've got protection from destruction in the form of Machine Angel Ritual, but this looks pretty beatable so far. Tiki Curse is pretty sick. Do we have any extra deck plays that can help to get rid of this card? It's unfortunate that we don't have any powerful rank 4s. Let's normal summon. The back row is not chainable, so that's good. Let's play a little hide and seek with that Izana. Looks like that effect... I was so focused on figuring out if the effect to send a spell trap was only on summon that I forgot to summon the Tiki Curse. That was very silly. Okay. Normal summon Dancing Fairy. Going to battle phase. I guess they don't realize that they can't attack my Shinobi Insect. What a strange deck they're on. Okay, back to us. Alright, we basically have to wait out another turn because of the misplay from last turn. Feeling pretty good though. We have our Centurion Trap that can, you know, essentially act as a turn skip, get something else off the field. They just have to keep fading the draw steps. Sanctuary in the Sky. Maybe that makes some more cards live for them. There are a lot of cards that rely on this card being on the field to be live. Looks like they will attack our flip monster, so we'll get to add a fiend. Really, our Sharvara. Yeah, this is not worth stopping with our Centurion Trap. Alright, there's the Sharvara. Back to us. Anguish Pattern is crazy. Hold on. Okay, now we don't even do the thing I was gonna do, which is just profit off of Tiki Curse effect. Now we just wait. I'm gonna be able to pop a ton of cards with this thing. They do have Destruction Protection in the grave. Arcana Force. Tribute to set a monster. They're going battle phase for some reason. Main phase 2. End phase. Now we start popping things. Here we go. Anguish Pattern. Let's pop this set card. An artifact. What a weird deck. Okay. Let's get the dancing fairy off the field now. Or do we go for the set card? It hasn't done anything yet, so I think we do go for the dancing fairy. Punishment is a crazy card. The question is, do I try to get in for damage against this Izana? I guess technically I could try to run in and the Tiki Curse will try to pop it. Yeah, we can get rid of the destruction protection. I'm gonna go ahead and try it. Eventually we gotta move past this thing. Alright, so the destruction protection is gone. We did have to take a fair amount of damage, but now we get to set punishment. Pass back on that. Seems to be just like a fairy pile. Moving to attack mode. Going battle phase. What are they attacking? Do I just take the damage? I think I will. I assume Tiki Curse pops it. Yep. I mainly took the damage there because I want to keep punishment. I want to keep, you know, my Centurion trap for other threats because we are not going to be able to close out the game next turn. Another trap monster for the Anguish pattern is crazy. It does mean that I can't use the effect of Sharvara if I want to be able to summon it. So for now we just go get a little bit of damage in. You know, this is the most removal this deck has ever shown, so I'm feeling pretty good about it. I could go for a Little Knight play, but this is feeling good at the moment, and I do have to somewhat conserve my resources for if they start popping off. Sanctum of Parshath. Okay, so they are going to be able to place things from the graveyard on top of their deck. That is perfectly fine with me. Nothing in their graveyard is really all that threatening. And going end phase. Okay. You know, little by little we are whittling them down, and they just put basically a bunch of bricks on top of their deck. Main phase 2, let's set the Speedroid card so that next turn if we bring out the Mimesis Elephant or, you know, just want to push for game, we have Synchro Plays online. We know that they're drawing one of the 3 cards they play, so we have removal. Unless the last card in hand that we don't know is crazy, this is basically it for them. They're going to place another 3 fairies on top of their deck. That is not going to help them. Setting a card. Alright, end phase. I am going to do Mimesis Elephant to pop the new set, because that is the only unknown variable here. Oh, it has to pop face-ups. Alright, well, classic Yu-Gi-Oh! Player not reading moment. That's fine. Well, unless that set card is a battle trap, then we are good to go here. And that is it. Perfect. Alright, 1 Master Pack. See what we can get for taking down 60 card Fairy Looks like we are getting an ultra rare. That guy. We all know that guy. Everybody loves that guy. 2 ultra rares. All right, I guess we go one by one. Amazoness Archers, Catapult Zone, Mutant Cry, Adhara, which is a free special, and a tuner. I think that goes in. I'll have to take a look, see if that is actually worth it, but looks pretty good. Rose Girl, which is a tuner, doesn't synergize well enough, I don't think. A Trickstar that I have never read before. Yeah, we would need to be on an actual Trickstar strategy. Let's take a look at the 2 ultras. We actually do have the Valence Field Spell Searcher spell card, I believe. I don't think we have enough of the main deck Valence, but I am going to take a look at it off camera just to see if we can do anything funny with that. All right, last card. Ringo Worm. This is another potential include in the deck. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a look. It's a level 2 for Sprite Elf, if nothing else. Yeah, I'll let you know if anything shakes up as a result of that. Okay, so real quick, I am gonna make some changes. So we are gonna add in the Ringo Worm, take out the Scalding. Scalding is such a feels bad card when I open up any other trap cards. We are also going to add in the Adhara and take out the Solitary Sword of Poison. Didn't last very long in the deck, but again, the main idea here is I just want to open cards that don't conflict with other cards in the deck. We'll see how this works. You know, it's at least potentially some free special summons and some more tuner access. Hopefully that's good enough to improve the deck. All right, loading in here. We are going first. Interesting. A lot of options here. Too many, in fact. Yep. Let's see if we can get in. No Max C, which is nice. They've got something in hand. Maybe an Imperm or a Veiler. Sure. Let's bring out the fork. Seems like they're going to be able to Imperm the elf. I think we just got to make them use it regardless. Little Knight Pass is good, but as far as like a long-term game plan, we need more materials on board than that. It is the Imperm. Okay. Well, they have real cards, so that's pretty concerning. If it is a strategy that's dependent on being a specific type or attribute, we are going to be able to mess with that with Mimesis Elephant. We will just have to see. Looks like we might be able to mess with that. Alright, sir, you are a... You are a water sea serpent. Enjoy being a water sea serpent. They're gonna draw 2. Sure thing. Set 1. Before the end of the main phase, let's go ahead and bring back our trusty fork. Okay, they are going to get that card back from the graveyard, so we're gonna have to essentially kill it twice. Max C is a little terrifying. All right, so we need to be able to get out something that gets over 2100 defense. That's most likely going to have to be an extra deck monster. I think we've got this. I kind of want to keep the Mimesis Elephant on field. It is a nice floodgate against the kind of Cybers pile that I assume they are on. Alright, battle phase. Try to get in here. So the back row is chainable. It's probably either like an imperm or like a Called by the Grave. I'm hoping it's a Called by the Grave. Alright, and the High Speed Roid Puzzle effect coming in clutch to get rid of their monster. We are under max C once again, so I'm gonna have to leave it at that and just hope for the best here. 5 cards in hand, 1 on the field. It's not looking good. If they're on a proper cyber strategy, this is gonna be a tough ask to actually win this match. Normal summon. Holy crap. Is that another water sea serpent? Oh my god. It's another water sea serpent. Okay, they do have the Sigma in hand. That is probably gonna do it for them. I assume from here they overlay into a Mathmech card. Oh, addition in hand. Oh yeah, they are popping all the way off. Yep, there's the Allen Burschen. You know, we're on a Masochist deck and they max seed us, so I don't really feel bad about the fact that we're losing to, you know, Mathmech. Mimesis Elephant nearly carried that. Very sad. Okay, real quick, since I remembered to do it now, let's grab Sprite Blue. You know, there could be like a metagaming advantage to this too if people just think we are on Sprite and they brick. We might get people scooping just for that. I don't know. We'll have to test that theory out. Okay, our opponent has won the coin toss and is going first. I gotta say, we have been losing a lot of coin tosses today. And there is the Horus package. We cannot beat Horus. We go next. All right, our opponent is on 40 and 5. Not the best going second hand here. Oh my gosh, it's another Galaxy deck. You know, I wish that was the bounty for the day. Photon Satellite. Don't normally see this card. Alright, we're gonna do the Foolish Burial. Sending a Photon to the graveyard. Sending Curry Photon. And special summoning Photon Advancer. Photon Satellite effect. They are both going to become level 5s. Do they have a rank 5 to go into? This is looking like the structure deck, I guess. Photon Vanisher. Adding Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon hitting the field. And they are going to get to banish a monster from our extra deck. Curious to see what they go for. It's always funny when they get to see that we are on completely bad cards. Wow. So that took like 3 or 4 minutes. You can see the time limit when they were reading through our extra deck and got stuck. Too many new monsters to read. Or this is a bot, I guess? It didn't behave like a bot? Weird. We take those? And with that, we rank up into Gold Tier 4. It was quite a slog. We won a few in a row and then just lost, like, I don't know, I want to say like 10 or 11 in a row. Okay, 3 legacy packs though. You know, at least we got our reward for that. Let's head over to the pack screen. Okay, 3 legacy packs. Possibly a holo. Ignite Squire, that's potentially useful. World Legacy Bestowal. Interesting card. Not useful for us here. You know, it's one of those cards that was only really playable in like Master Duel 3 or whatever, where you had to have Link monsters. Mausoleum of the Emperor, that is actually potentially useful if we ever get into, I don't know, a Monarch strategy or an Earthbound Immortal strategy. Not mad about that. Toon Alligator and Cyber Archfiend. Yeah, pretty terrible. And our Master Pack. See if we can get anything good here. I'm hoping for like low rarity sprite cards or any generic removal to replace Card Rotator or any of those other kind of cards in our deck. Here we go. Monarchs Erupt, Melfi Penny, a duplicate rank 4. The Prime Mineral is interesting. You know, this is situationally useful. We are often going first and trying to set a bunch of cards. And as frustrating as it is to get hit by Harpy's Feather Duster or Lightning Storm, I don't actually see it often enough to think that this is, you know, worth a slot in the deck at this point. All right, back to the duels. Okay, loading in here. The opponent has won the coin toss and is going first. You know, that is a theme for today is we have just lost most of the coin tosses and we are seeing so many strong decks. So as soon as we see something that I feel like we can't beat, I am going next. We need to start getting those wins, getting those packs to upgrade our deck. Odd to be Ancient Gear going first. This does look like a pretty strong setup though. Strong as in compared to what I am playing. Ancient Gear Fusion. Using the Hydra and the box into Howitzer. Howitzer is unaffected by card effects and he's going to be able to deal 1,000 damage. And if it's sent to the graveyard, he's going to be able to special summon an Ancient Gear monster from the deck. And end phase. Alright, I was very, very ready to scoop. But maybe we can actually do something here. Let's start by running out the Indigo Eclipse. They have something that they can respond with. Veiler. They must not be familiar with the Mech Knights. We really don't care about Indigo Eclipse's effect. That is a relief. If that was a Max C, that could have kind of been disastrous for us. Let's summon out the Deer Note just because it can bring back the Foxy Tune. I guess we try to go for Nessie. Alright, Nessie. Nessie effect. Get the Dogman. I'm not worried about the howitzer, it's what the howitzer is about to special summon. Alright. Let's see what the draw is here. That is actually incredibly good for us. We are going to make the Adagnister to pop the Ancient Gear Advance, not the Gear Town. Deer Note is going to bring back our Foxy Tune. Let's go ahead and pop the Ancient Gear Advance. Activate Ringo Worm effect to get the level 2 token. This is going to allow us to make our Vermilion Dragon Mech. So the plan here is that we can run over the howitzer by battle, and if it summons the Ancient Gear Golem, we can pop that with Vermilion Dragon Mech. Our links don't really do anything until that other monster's on the field. We will hit in with Foxy Tune to gain the life points. Howitzer effect to special summon an Ancient Gear. Alright, it has just occurred to me that I'm a silly little man. You know, I banished the tuner that I was going to use for the Vermilion Dragon Mech, so that line doesn't actually work. Let's see what the adds are off of the Ancient Gear Golem. Adding a Wyvern and the regular Ancient Gear Golem. Discarding the regular Ancient Gear Golem, sure. Alright, main phase 2. So we know they have Wyvern in hand. Yeah, I think it's just Little Knight using the Vermilion Dragon Mech as material. Elf is going to make our Little Knight untargetable. We can't bring back the Little Knight for some reason, so I guess we will bring it back on their turn. Oh, okay. Alright, we are reading now. We couldn't bring back Little Knight because our opponent did not control a monster. What does this thing do? Okay, so they are going to get to normal summon the Ancient Gear Wyvern. That is going to give them a search. And I think with that, we need to go ahead and use the Little Knight effect to get Wyvern off the field. At least give them less material. Adding the Ancient Gear Fusion. Going battle phase. Attacking into the Sprite Elf and taking 900 damage. Alright, I must be missing something here. End phase. Little Knight back to the field. And their Ancient Gear Wyvern. The Deep Grave. Pretty good for us. We have plenty of good targets to bring back at this point in the duel. Let's go battle phase. Gain the life points. Alright, main phase 2, we will set the Deep Grave and pass it back. They're gonna have to find something that is basically full combo for them. Either another Ancient Gear Wyvern or something along those lines. We know the other card is Ancient Gear Fusion. Alright, placing an Ancient Gear continuous trap, so that is most likely Ancient Gear Reborn, I would guess. They're trying to get, you know, more materials for a fusion summon. Yep, there it is. Ancient Gear Reborn targeting the Wyvern. Alright, Wyvern adding an Ancient Gear card. The Ultimate Pound. And activating the Ancient Gear Fusion. That's what I was hoping for. It was a little risky leaving SP up with the Ancient Gear Wyvern that can beat over it. But my guess was that they were going to try and make the fusion play, and it looks like that is panning out for me. So the Ancient Gear Fusion resolves without effect, does not get to fusion summon. End phase, I am going to Deep Grave, targeting the Adagnister, so that next turn I can pop that Ancient Gear Reborn. They can't use it while they control an Ancient Gear monster. The Axe of Despair. That will help us close out the game. Okay, here is the Adagnister. And they scoop. They see the writing on the wall. We did, in fact, have that one locked up. All right, let's go open some packs. One legacy pack for our victory over the Ancient Gears. White Knight Queen. And Raptor's Gust. Okay, cannot use that. And the Master Pack. All 8. What do we got here? We have, I think this is our second Goki card. Nothing else here looking too great. Yep, let's get back to the duels. Ooh. Right after I talk shit about how we don't see Feather Duster that much. Feels like a little bit of karma. Dark Hole? Okay. I mean, what am I supposed to do about that? And Tenpai, sure thing, buddy. Enjoy your gold tier gaming. All right, we are going first, but holy moly, this does not look good. You know, we are slowly getting cards that do special summon themselves, but we have not yet reached a point where we have enough to make consistent going first plays. Our opponent is on 43 cards in the main deck, 15 in the extra deck. They got the little Wi-Fi symbol going, so we can always hope that the... Oh! Sure, we take those. Thank you. Okay, back at the pack screen. 2 legacy packs. Somehow I think we got more for our opponent disconnecting than for actually winning a legitimate match. What? I don't know either of these cards. Guard Mines. Activate only when a card is activated with an effect that would target and destroy one monster you control. Negate it and destroy it, then inflict 500 damage. Not the worst thing I've ever read, but not great either. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, your opponent can reveal one monster in their hand to negate this card's effect, otherwise destroy the attacking monster, then end the battle phase. Now that is very bad. Ruthless Denial. Select one monster you control and send it to the graveyard, and send one random card in your opponent's hand to the graveyard. You know, it would give us the Witch Search, and this rank 5 that requires 3 level 5s, so no matter what the text is, we are never summoning it. And the Master Pack. Okay. Crane and Destiny Hero Dogma. Interesting. Crane. Yeah, if we get on a rank 3, this is pretty decent. Big Bang Shot is kind of funny, just for, you know, a slight attack boost and piercing battle damage. I don't think we have like an OTK strategy that makes that worthwhile. And Crosskeeper is a level 2, but that's about all the good that I can say about it. Okay. Our opponent is on 46 cards on the main deck, 15 in the extra. They've got all the new Live Twin stuff. Fun little tune, too. Ooh. Alright, let's set some cards here. Back to the opponent. Kinda just want to jam out to the music, even if they're about to wallop me. This music is going crazy. Normal summon Silent Magician 0. Sure. Do we switcheroo this? Nah. I really hope they walk in. I want them to walk into DD Warrior. Battle phase. We're about to learn some things. They have something they can activate. Wonder what that was. Like a forbidden droplet or something? Alright. Funny enough, we actually do have a Synchro 7 Cyberse. Kinda just depends on if they have Max C, I guess. Summon limit. Okay. Still need to try to win the duel, so we will carry on. If our opponent can summon 2 monsters, we can switcheroo. Might be a lot to ask for from the Shining Sarcophagus engine, given that they didn't do it the first turn. Kinda says to me that they don't have the combo pieces. Wow, okay. The Swordsman. Battle phase. Alright, taking that 700 damage. Alright. Curious to know what else they said in the back row there. Wait until they see my fork. You know what? Enjoy having a math mech. Tikaboo? Sure thing. Here's the thing about floodgates, is that they're generally best against good decks. And I am not on one of those. Normal summon the fork. link it away for the Sprite Elf. We will not be able to summon anymore because of the summon limit, of course, but at least we are clearing their field. And we can special back our fork next turn, so that's pretty busted, right? Come on, it's good. The number of times special summon fork from the graveyard comes up in this deck really speaks to how few worthwhile main deck monsters we have gotten. Alright, but my fork is untargetable. I don't know if they considered that. I can't even summon this tour bus because of the Tikaboo, so they are floodgating us, but they're also not doing anything. Alright, so this is a Cyberse. We can summon it, and then go into SB Little Knight again. Okay. See if they've got a Battle Fader or anything weird like that. Pass it back. And importantly, we are going to be able to special back our fork. Need that fork. And they surrender. That was such a weird duel. Alright, so coming over to the pack opening screen, of course, we're going to open this Legacy pack and then a Master pack, and then we're going to call it for the day. After I cut this footage down, I'm not sure. This might only end up being like a half hour, 50 minutes. Normally these things run for about an hour, but we have been getting absolutely clobbered by meta decks in gold. So that is going to be it for me. Let's go ahead and see what cards we can add to the strategy here. Mad Sword Beast and Job Change Mirror. Sure. Heading over to the Master Pack. Can we finish out with anything to include in the deck? Oh, bit of an upgrade. And that guy, whoever that guy is, you know? Alright, it's the last pack. We can go one by one. A Speedroid card. Eternal Soul. Yeah, if we ever get Dark Magician, I guess. Deck Devastation Virus. We do have Crush Card Virus as well. So if we ended up in some kind of strategy that could leverage those, that might be something. I don't know what kind of cards we would need to make that happen in a Masochist format. Sylvan, Wormbait, Laundry Dragon Maid. You know, this is a 2 and it sends cards from the top of the deck to the graveyard. Not terrible, just not something we can use right now. Wheel of Prophecy and an Ice Barrier card. Alrighty. Well, thanks so much for sticking with me. We are going to keep on scraping our way through gold, probably for the next week or so, at least. And yeah, just keep on getting more packs, adding more cards to the deck, keep on improving and getting better from here. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.